All right, so you've been reading a book called 20 Years Together. Tell us about that.
So beautiful novel. Tom Rob Smith, complete departure. So from what he normally does, which is a sort of a thriller writer.
Okay.
It's a love story or a domestic drama, really. And as advertised in the title, it is a couple, Danny and Louise, who have been together for 20 years. And they are all of a sudden presented with an opportunity they've never had before, because gay marriage is legalised in Britain. And it sort of has this question: do they want to take this opportunity that they've never had? Do they want to get married when they've already had a life together? What does it add? So Danny's all for it. He wants to, shout, their achievement from the rooftops. He wants what all their friends have had. Louise isn't quite so sure. Why do we need that? So all these questions around marriage and what it means as a constitution. And it's the catalyst as well for them to step back and look at their relationship, because, what have they built together? Who are they when they're apart? And hurts of the past. So there's things they haven't even told each other from before they met. They're both mostly estranged from their family, and when marriage crops up, often people think about family and that sort of a thing, who's going to be sitting on your side of the church, so to speak.
Yes.
Yeah, and so they kind of take time out, and you follow them on this years, long journey deciding whether or not they want to get married and aim for another 20 years, or whether they go their separate ways. And so it's kind of taking this journey with them. And you get to, in flashbacks, you get to see how they met, you get to see the romance, you get to see the life they build together. And it's absolutely stunning. I love the characters, they're just the nicest people, the most lovely people you'll meet, and their relationship is something to aspire to, supportive and loving and kind. And I just didn't want the book to end. I think I polished it off in 36 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And I would have lived in that book with these people. I wanted to be their friends,
Wow.
I was just rooting for them the whole time. And the way he writes, he's a thriller author, and you can feel that. I don't know what it is about his writing, but it's so readable, and it just pulls you along through, even though it's just about these people and their relationship. It's really about life as well, and the decisions we make and who we are apart and together, and it's just absolutely brilliant. One of my books of the year so far.
Wow, high recommendation indeed. Catt, thank you so much. That's cool. It's 20 Years Together. Tom Rob Smith, and thanks to the team at Wardini's, we have some copies to give away on our Facebook page. If you'd like to head there now, you can get an entry in. Thanks, Catt. Back to walking the dog. It is 13 to 9 on The Breeze.